Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's doing well. What's going on? This is one of my first videos ever. Um, Starting this sports predictor, as you can see. I've been inspired by the Dong Report. I check him out on YouTube as well. I think it's Jedi Modal. That's JEDIMODI or MODL Sports Network. And also my guy who really inspired me. The scoreboard don't lie. I love watching his videos. He's an awesome dude. Um, I love his energy when he's talking about it, and those two guys really inspired me to really get into home run betting on home runs. Just the whole idea of even taking the time to even consider home runs as a gamble, as a way to make some money and have some fun, really. Track units and, start with small units and increase your units later down the line. I'll get into what you're looking at on the screen here in a second. I also want to give a shout out to Crash Wagers on on Twitter or X now. It starts with a K. It's KRASH Wagers, WAGERS. Uh, Check him out on Twitter. Give him a follow. All the guys I mentioned earlier, get those guys a follower. Get those guys a follow, man. They or a like, or just watch some of their content. They do it for you guys. So and they inspired me. So I just want to give a shout out to those guys, man. I like how they push. I like how they, try to do their best here. So I've been talking for 2 minutes without getting into the model yet. Last but not least, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to speak and give you all this cool ass model. All right, let's get into it. As you see, it's the Sports Syndicate. That's the logo. That's the team. One man band at this point, but if you go to my actual Twitter account, you'll see it. It's Syndicate. It's sports, and then it's YNDIKIT. All right, so you can rewind that if you want to follow up. But you guys came here to get the homers, and that's what I'm here to give you: some straight dingers, some dongs, some dingers. Some put them out the parks. All right. So as you see here, that's the table at the bottom. That's the batter pool. This will populate once I start running everything for it to populate. You have your final output score, barrel factor, park factor, exit velocity, launch angle, batter first pitcher, home runs per nine, the whole nine. We can sort it how we want to. I actually took the time to create this model for you guys. So it gives you guys a clear understanding of what to bet. You basically get a cap at 2 batters per starting pitcher, so you get 2 batters per starting pitcher, or just the top tier. Generally, if it's 15 games, you're going to get 30 batters. I have it set now at 35 batters, so it gives you a list. I like sending a platoon approach, so to speak. That's the way I've always been profitable. If I throw out 20 home run picks and hit 6 to 8, that's a win. That's a total win, especially at plus 600. Just go check my my Twitter account out. Give me a follow, and you can also see my results there. I'll always post my results there. I don't show my units, but I do definitely show my trophies, and hopefully I'll start showing them here on this channel once hopefully we can grow. But let's get into the model. So we're going to take the picks and see what we get today. This is not like a random predictor. There's formulas, algorithms, logics, the whole nine in here. As you see right here, the expected home runs, that's going to change. All right, that expected home runs based on the lineup, starting pitcher, the weather conditions. This expected home runs is literally it falls within 1 or 2 ranges, and when it comes to batters, literally it falls between like 1 or 2. So if it comes out with expected 4 home runs, then it might be 4 to 6. It could be 2 to 6. If it comes over 8, It's a great day. Over here where you see score, so the score, we can filter that score. So we only want batters that have a score higher than 10. Exit velocity, we want guys who have a high exit velocity, so we want it over the 1.0 factor. The park factor, that's everything greater than 1. And we can sort by the raw score, and I'll get into that later, and the final score. If you got any questions about it, let me know in the comments. Definitely a follow up with you guys in the comments. Let me know what you think. It's also structured for any kind of team. So if you like a particular team, then it's going to show you the best guys who should go yard. I like to say go yard against those batters. All right. So excuse me, against those pitchers. So let's get into it. Just excuse my foul structure here. I should have had it already set up for you guys, but it's day one. I'm still learning. All right, so we're going to run a prediction. While we run a prediction, I'll explain some other features here. As you see, there's always motivation going on here. Let me run a predictor. All right, so as you see here, it's always motivation here. This is the time, so I'm up at 1:30. The clock doesn't lie. In the background, that's the code processing the weather for the locations to make sure that we got what type of weather we should have. The weather's set on the hour, so it's actually for the actual. It's based on what the weather should be at the time that the game starts. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna increase this in a minute. This right here, that's gonna change in a minute. What you saw in the background, those names there. That's going to change. So those are basically all call-up guys or guys who haven't been on any roster within the last 30 days. So we call that list the call-up list, and there's always some hits on there. All right, so as you see here, here's the populated list. Here's the batters. Here's the teams. If you want to change it by team, let me know what team, and I'll just go through it. But here's the top guys. Here's the final score, and here's your home run predictions. So based on tomorrow's output, we got Aaron Judge, Ohtani, Green, Stowers, Soderstrom. You know how to say it. Here, I'm not gonna call it out. I'm just gonna let you guys see it. Then you guys can do what you want to do. The platoon factor is left versus right hand. So if it's a right-handed batter, it's versus a left-handed pitcher. That's going to give you a 1.5. You can see that will decrease depending on if it's a switch hitter. The 1.0 is a switch hitter. The 0.5 is offhand. The environmental factor, 1.5 means it's a great day. 0.8 means it's poor or below average for great conditions. Park, it basically means how many home runs get put out in that park. Here it is here. We can sort it by park as well, right here with this factor. See, sorted by park. Going back over, we have the exit velocity, loss angle, barrel, launch angle, barrel, inning, home runs per 9, and final. So the final score is the comprised score of all of these totals. There's more that goes into it. I can explain it. It's not basic. I've been working on this model for a very long time, and I'm finally ready to present it to you. It still has some work. There's some kinks that needs to get done in there, but this is the model. Let me go through the list so you guys can see the batters, and hopefully this helps you guys a selection for today, which is Saturday. This is all Saturday's lineups, all Saturday's batters. And these are the guys. Also in my model, I exclude anybody who homered the previous day. So we don't, it's very rare. It's under a 25% chance that a person will go back-to-back home runs in days. So it's very rare to do it in the same game. So, in back-to-back games, it will be extremely, extremely difficult. So here's our contestants without homering yesterday against each batter. Against each pitcher lined up with their actual scores. So the top guys you see here, top batter, Aaron Judge. That changes per the factors. Aaron's still the guy. Let's see on the raw scores. Ohtani's the guy, and then you got Vershow. Vershow popped up. But let's go through the list so you guys can see. The list goes from the final score of 274 all the way. Let me take these factors off. And let's rank it by final. All right, so here's your final score. The scores, I haven't meaned them, meaning that I haven't made them like from 0 to 100 or A, B, C, D, E, F. I just allowed the final score to be whatever the final score is. I could, tweak that and make it look how I want it to look, but I'm not really interested. All the fire emojis and these bomb emojis, you know what that means. These guys are hot and they're ready to go long. All right, so let's go through the list and see what we got here. I'm just going to take the list and scroll down. Keep an eye on the batter column here so you guys can see who should be hitting home runs. It's ranked by the high score. All right, let's get it. You got Versto, you got Carpenter, you got Caminero. Suzuki, he's one of my favorite guys, man. Whenever he pops up on the list, I always take him. He's in the top percentile. These are all the batters that came up on the list. These guys are going to go yard. I'm telling you. Oh, and don't forget the expected home runs that I was talking about earlier. So out of this list, this is a list capped at 35 batters. Here's your top 35 batters. I really don't deal with any of these low guys, but I like to keep them in. So I really just source it. Or let me reset the factors. And then I really just score it. And anybody above 10, right here, I'll go with. So if you look up, you can see. So these would be my guys here. Everybody from 10 up. But you know, I hit a plus 1400 on a play. I can show you I'll show you guys that one. They went for plus 1400 on one of these lower guys. So you know, it doesn't filter. It's not just for, you know, the big guys who's hitting long balls and, you know, the chalk guys, what we call it. As you see in this list, you know, you're not, you know, Benintendi is not a chalk guy. You know what I mean? Like he gets home runs, but he's not a chalk guy. Josh Jung, he's not a chalk guy, but he you know, he pops up. Zach Neto, not a chalk guy. O'Neal Cruz is a chalk guy. Juan Soto's a chalk guy. You know, Cal Riley's a chalk guy. James Wood's becoming a chalk guy. He is really chopping the wood. Vlad, you know Vlad. Vlad is a chalk guy. So here's your list of contestants for today, the 7th. I was going to say tomorrow because I'm up and I haven't been to sleep yet. As you can see what time it is, the time still ticks. And this is the model that we created here at the Sports Syndicate. Like I stated, I'm a one-man band. If you guys want to collab, anybody that's into this type of thing, and you guys want to collab and talk about picks or, you know, however you guys want to do it, feel free to get in contact. You know, my messages is always open, and feel free to reach me in the contacts. In the comments. But yeah, man, this is the rundown. We're steadily tweaking it, and we're steadily, you know, making it better every day. Right now, if you have any questions about anything, just let me know. Hot over 4. So the hot over 4 means these guys right here. This is the best batters that's over the 4 threshold here. The bomb of, you know, 125, the 34 here, that just represents the total number of batters in this slot. So it came back with 34 batters. As you've seen, when I went to the top 10, the expected home runs went to 5. So there should be 2 expected home runs in here somewhere underneath that 10 threshold. And now we're back to 7.31 on the expected home runs. The threshold here with this bar, I know you guys want to see that bar, it changes the expected home runs because the lower it goes, we increase the threshold. So we want all batters above 5. This is all batters above 10. This is all batters above 5. So I can set it to have it above 5 and between 5 and 10. Just, you know, try to find some value, guys. Or I can just drop the threshold all the way down to nothing, and then it'll show me all 49 batters. So in the total threshold today, we have 49 batters listed. All right. Of course, we're not going to get a 49 homers. There's an average of 30 homers a day. But like I stated, we take a platoon approach, and we can always change the number of batters that we want to deal with by increasing their final score. So as you see here, we're going to go up and boom. Let's put them at 5. We got 43. Over 10, 34. All right, we can even sharpen it and make it, you know, top 5. But then that expected home runs is going to drop as well. So it's all correlated. Like I stated, the logic, the algorithms, the connections. It took me a while to build this model, and now it's almost, I would say it's almost done. It's pretty much done now. That's why I'm launching it and letting you guys see it. Sorry the video took 15 minutes, but I just wanted to let you guys see the picks for today, and hopefully you guys can you know, get some value, make some money out there. Basically, that's what it's all about. But at the end of the day, here's the starting pitchers for each team. Everything's locked. Here's the batters for those teams, and those are the guys that we're going with. Let me give you one more check before we dip out for the day. Happy betting, everybody. Please bet responsibly. My top plays. I told you what my top plays would be. When you filter, anything above 10 is basically it. Anything above 15, like again, we exclude anybody that hit a home run the day before. So this is our model. Uh, you know, give us a follow. We'll post it daily and give you guys some ideas of where to put your money at. And that raw score there is every time. That's my secret sauce right there. That raw score, that secret sauce. Here, let me line that up. Boom. This right here, this is where I go. I also go for this too. When I run the raw, then you'll see, I'll run these top guys only, just these top guys, because they raw. They got the highest raw score. But yeah, again, follow me on Twitter. You can see all my winnings. It is, what's my Twitter account before we go? Okay, yeah, Sports Syndicate. Not the way it's spelled on the screen. It's SPORTS, and go to YNDIKIT. Sports Syndicate. Somebody already took my name, so I had to come up with something that was, get you guys to know who I am. So that's me. Give me a follow and happy betting. And let me know who you're going with in the comments. If you like, verse Joe against Paddock. Oh, and also last note, and I'll reiterate this, but last note. Sorry, this is a 20-minute video, but last note. I inputted an inning factor in here. Okay, so the inning factor in here is structured to where I only want to grab batters who hit home runs in the first 6 innings. It's basically the first 6 innings, because starting pitchers get hooked. So we want to get those guys. If we're going to pick them, we're going to pick them against those starting pitchers. And then it's great when they, if they can, go yard on the starting pitcher. Then imagine what they'll do to the bullpen. But yeah, all right, guys. That's how it goes. We're successful with this model. This model has been completely successful. You see the expected home runs out of 34. We're expecting 5. Like I said, it's anywhere between, I would say, literally between 3 and 7. On a good day, 7. On a bad day, 3. But you're always going to win out of those 34. So if you put $1 on each one, you're going to, you hit 5. That's a profitable day. That's just a profitable day. The expected home runs is pretty damn near accurate. It's all accurate. But give it a test run, see if you like it, and leave your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate you guys' time today. God bless y'all. Be safe out there. Thank you for listening. If you stayed this long, then give you guys a subscribe. What is it called? A subscription? I don't know, man. Hey, I'm trying it. I'm new here, and we're gonna have some fun moving forward. So, hope you guys make some money. I know I will. Later, guys.